All right, welcome back. Some breaking news coming in. NewsX has exclusively accessed the charge sheet in the Zubeen Garg death case. Names of accused Siddharth Sharma, Shyamkanu Mahanta, Shekhar Jyoti Goswami, Amritprava Mahanta, Sandipon Garg, and others. And proper details of what they have been accused of have come out. And Asavri Jindal, my colleague, is joining us on the broadcast to give us more details about this. Asavri, what more can you tell us?
Absolutely, Vineet. The charge sheet is out. It's a 305-page conclusive report that has now come out following the death of Zubeen Garg, the infamous singer. And, of course, like you said over there, the details of the persons accused have been mentioned in this, including Siddharth Sharma. His photo can be seen. So I'm going to quickly take you through the details that have emerged in this charge sheet. Like I was saying, Siddharth Sharma was the first accused. Number 2 is Shyamkanu Mahanta. Number 3 that has been mentioned very closely over here is Shekhar Jyoti Goswami. Number 4 is Amritprava Mahanta. Number 5 mentioned there right on your screens is is in fact Sandipon Garg, as well as Nandeswar Bora, who's 43 years of age. Now in this, in fact, the number 7th accused is Paresh Baisya, who's 56 years of age. And of course, the details that have been enlisted over here are as follows. There are, of course, conclusive findings that have been mentioned right now, including their details, their contact numbers, so on and so forth. But this is what is very important to look at, because the information about what they have been accused of has also been incorporated in this sheet. I'm going to quickly take you through those details as well as they flash on our screens. We were talking about Siddharth Sharma, number 1. What exactly has he been accused of? Causing the state of intoxication to victim and to swim under an intoxicated and stuporous state with impaired coordination and reflexes. Causing the victim to swim without a life jacket. Causing the victim to swim in the sea against the medical opinion, as Dr. Hitesh Barua, who is treating doctor of Zubeen Garg, had himself given in the briefing, in which AI was present to keep the victim away from water and fire. In fact, it also includes a not taking as medical fitness certificate for travel, disregarding the history of epilepsy of the victim. He's also been accused of disregarding the vomiting of victim and signs of epilepsy as just a gastric issue. So again, those lapses now coming to the forefront. Moving on, in fact, there's also mentioned that he's been accused of making plans to retire the victim and making maximum financial gains out of him. A diversification of his financial interests in the recent past by investing in Mahavir Aqua, hotel, heritage and transport businesses. Let's go on to number 2, and the mentioned details are as follows. We're talking about Shekhar Jyoti Goswami, who's also been accused. It states that the person has been accused of investigation of the victim to go into the water by saving in Assamese Tatit Jao Bola, which means let us go there. He's been accused of not saving the victim despite being closest to the victim since 2013 and being in the best position to save the victim at that point in time. Number 3, he's been accused of showing a thumb up sign and other eyewitnesses on the yacht to defuse the alarm raised for the danger of the life of the victim. He's also been accused of causing the indigestion of water in his lungs and causing bodily injury to the victim. In fact, it did not even perhaps prevent the victim from swimming without a life jacket, despite the victim, not in fact being barely escaping the deaths, even when he was swimming on his first bout, and he had pulled up for being in a state of intoxication and fatigue out of water for his safety. Number 3, who's been accused is Shyamkanu Mahanta, accused of giving the victim a bottle of whiskey against the medical advice, knowing fully well that it could have been perhaps fatal. And of course, we see what's happened over there. Not giving Amritprava a separate room and drinking to Zubeen by staying with Zubeen and giving him whiskey. Number 4 on your screens is Amritprava Mahanta. He's been accused of causing excessive drinking of alcohol by victim being in the room with him for the previous night. She's also been accused of not informing his additional consumption of alcohol and, in fact, in being sleep and food deprived to manage of the victims or to organizers or the family and, in fact, the wife of the victim as well. Sandipon Garg investigating Shekhar and thereby the victim to go into the water of the sea to swim a long distance of the beach in which 226 meters were to and fro, also accused of letting the victim jump into the water in the state of dangerous intoxication despite sitting adjacent to him and being in direct position of stopping him. So these are again the details that have emerged at this point in time. Like I said earlier, 305-page charge sheet has now come up with regards to the death of Zubeen Garg. Back to you.
All right, Asari, thank you for that update. And Nibir Deka, my colleague, is also joining us on the broadcast to talk more about this. Nibir, what more can you tell us? Of course, Asavri has given us granular details about this charge sheet, but a number of people are a part of this investigation now, and the administration wants to get to the bottom of what really happened.
Well, the investigation has been ongoing, and since the death of Zubeen Garg, and an SIT was formed. However, this is an extensive charge sheet prepared by the SIT, wherein all the accused have been charge sheeted as per different charges. Murder charges have been levied against the prime accused Shyamkanu Mahanta, Siddharth Sharma, the manager of Zubeen Garg, as well as the other bandmates, including Shekhar and Amritprava Mahanta. So these four have been charged with the murder charges, and the investigation is currently ongoing at the Singapore level as well by the Singapore police, and they will also submit their report to the coroner's court there. However, the charge sheet prepared by the SIT clearly stated that Zubeen Garg was made intoxicated, and he was led to the particular party where he was encouraged to swim in an intoxicated situation, and which triggered him drowning in that particular sea. So that is an angle which has been unearthed and as also specified in the charge sheet. However, the investigation has all the details have been submitted to the court of the CJM court. Now this matter is sub judice. The court has already begun the first trial, and in the first trial it was done virtually, with the accused being in the jails in different parts of the state, and now the matter has been taken up legally. It is expected that the matter will be taken up in the sessions court very soon in the next second trial, and the charge sheet will be assessed by the court, and further we expect a closure in this matter.
Fair enough. Nibir, appreciate you joining us.